Welcome back to War with Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Par the Collector. What's up, everybody?
And I gave you 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys, starring the great Bruce Willis.
And?
Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Terry Gilliam.
Yep.
Who has a different filmography than some major directors, I would say.
Yeah.
Watching the documentary about this movie, the making of this movie afterwards, which I thought was crazy. They literally made, they have two guys that followed him around the entire making of this movie. So like anytime he was frustrated or happy or sad about something, he turned to his right and these fucking guys were there.
Yeah. So
if you hadn't watched the movie and you watched just the documentary about the movie being made, it adds into the lore of it, I guess I would say. This movie is a mind fuck.
The documentary is actually on the Arrow Video special editions, just FYI if anybody is curious.
Right. And it's not long. I think it's only like an hour, but
hour and a half. The documentary?
Yeah. But now this movie is it's definitely a mind-bending thriller, I guess you would say.
It's a little bit of everything. It's time travel, it's pandemic.
It's a little it's one of those movies, you know, we do those every now and then that kind of like mirror real life for a little bit. Like when we did Parasite, like I was just kept thinking like, or not,
and the Host.
Sorry, not Parasite. The Host is exactly what I was about to say. It just felt like a COVID movie.
Yeah, I didn't realize it to feel so COVID-y.
This is another one of a mysterious virus fucking kills 5 billion people, and I'm like, holy fuck, here we are. 2022 again. Except this time it was at 97 when the movie like probably fucking came out, and I'm thinking like, wow, dude, I can only imagine watching this fucking movie back then.
It would have been funny if they would have put the future like right at 2022.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, usually most movies, like all the ones from the 80s are always in like 2020, 2015. You know, but like for some reason in the 90s, they were just like, nah, just make it like 5 years from now. Yeah. Just let them, it's going to go real bad that quick.
Well, 2035 is the...
Oh, that's right.
The
that's
present.
Where they're at. Yeah. We're not far from it.
But like you said, this is Terry Gilliam, and I didn't realize I loved him as much as I do.
Yeah.
You know, he's a part of the Monty Python crew.
Yeah, I did not know that going forward, but I thought that was really cool.
Right.
Because he wrote for it or whatever, I'm assuming.
But he's done a few movies that I love, but I didn't know they were done by him. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
That's a good one.
There was a movie that he did that I have not seen.
I like The Fisher King.
You've seen that? I've never seen it.
A long time ago, but I remember it was a good movie.
He did this movie in Brazil that I brought not too long ago because I wanted to watch.
I've never seen it, but apparently I just saw that through the documentary that he made that movie and then the studio like cut a shit bunch of it out and like would only do that.
They changed it to a nice ending or whatever.
And then he took the whole fucking thing and like did guerrilla like showings and like took it to a film festival and then won the film festival.
So with like, his cut.
Yeah. So like the studio kind of had to go back and eat their own words on that one.
Yeah.
So this movie, I didn't know. He didn't write this movie, nothing like that. It's based off of another movie, which is a book, I believe, something like that.
Yeah. Well, there was an original. There's a movie that I can't remember the name of the movie. I knew I should have written it down, but it came out in the 1960s, and people tout it as a masterpiece. And he said he would not go and watch that movie because he didn't want to take too many things from it and make it feel like a remake. He wanted this to feel like its own thing.
I was going to say I've never seen the original, but the premise of this movie, it starts off in the future, Bruce Willis, being but anyways, I said all that to say that he never felt comfortable just directing a movie. He said that he liked to have his hands in the writing and all that, but he said with this one, he knew that if he wanted to make a big budget movie and get the people he wanted and all that, like he was going to have to play ball. So he did.
Yeah. His only thing is he wanted full creative control.
He wanted the final cut, which he didn't have on any of the movies up until that point.
Right.
But,
and I'm glad because for me, this movie I watched as a kid. I don't know. Again, it's like The Fifth Element. I saw it a lot as a kid. I don't know if we had it or just rented it a lot, but I remember watching this a lot as a kid. And I've always loved this movie. And then Arrow did their release of it, so it gave me a chance to like revisit it. And I'm glad I did because I still love this movie.
It is cool. It like I said, it's another one like Fifth Element. Like Bruce Willis never, if you gave me 10 guesses at who was in this movie, I would have never guessed Bruce Willis because it's just so far out of what his wheelhouse, you know?
And he technically did this movie for free.
Dude, and that was another thing I couldn't believe. They said, hey, well, Brad Pitt was still kind of on the come up, so for him to take a cut ain't that big a deal. But for Bruce Willis to say, they said Bruce Willis did it for a third of his asking price.
He didn't get paid till after the movie was released.
Think about this. In 1997, whatever, what year did this movie come out?
95.
95. Okay, I'm off. Yeah, so 95, this is like fucking peak Bruce.
Yep.
Like, he's probably getting millions. And for him to do it for like $8 million, whatever. And then I watched the documentary, like I said, and the behind the scenes, and him actually like caring. Like him talking to Terry, like, look, are we going to leave this ending so ambiguous that they don't know what the fuck's going on? Or are we going to wrap it up to where they can get the message and they get the point and then they leave like, oh, okay, I'm in on it now.
Yeah.
And like, I just never imagined Bruce Willis giving a fuck about anybody's viewing. I'm being honest. Like,
yeah.
You know, and because you hear all these stories from Kevin Smith about him not giving a fuck. And
I think that's later in his career. This is still early Bruce.
Well, they said the big reason that he did the movie was he really wanted to work with Terry Gilliam.
And he wanted to be taken as a serious actor.
He didn't want to just be an action guy. He wanted to have some range. And I'm not going to lie, he does a great job in this movie. Like, I think he kills it.
Right. I agree. I think this is one of his best roles next to like Fifth Element.
He probably hasn't showed this much acting chops in a fucking movie since these last couple we did. Just because, like, I don't know, man, like, it just kind of like, I don't know if he got typecast or what, or maybe he just took the money, but like it just seemed like he was always doing the same fucking character. They just changed his name. It was all John McClane, but it was
basically
John McClane in fucking space or John McClane
kind of like
for the
Liam
CIA.
Neeson right now. Yeah,
pretty much. They've put Liam Neeson on every form of transportation in the world. Like, I'm waiting for the submarine movie where he's got to take over the submarine.
Or he rides the dragon.
Yeah, that too. Well, actually, I ain't gonna lie, it would be cool.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that. I want to tell you what I do have. He's just talking to a dragon. I'll ride you.
Let's have a Dragonheart movie, but instead of Sean Connery, Liam Neeson as the dragon.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, right.
Like he could narrate the shit out of a CGI dragon. I know you don't watch Star Wars shit very much, but I just watched Kenobi, and literally the entire 6 episodes we're waiting to get a fucking flash of Liam Neeson. He pops up for literally 32 seconds at the last fucking 2 frames of the last episode. And people were like, oh, that's fucking amazing. And I'm just like, man, they couldn't afford him for much longer. Disney's got billions of dollars at their disposal.
Still can't afford.
I want to know how much he got paid for that 5 minutes, bro.
Right.
Because they put him in the fucking hole. Like, he looks like he's straight out of episode 1 again. The ponytail, the beard, everything is like fucking on the money.
On point.
And I'm just like, man, that was probably $1 million.
Right.
There. Just not just the paying him for it, but just getting him to look like that. And then, of course, they turned him into a fucking Force ghost because he's dead. And I was just like, yeah, man. Disney, man, they're not afraid to throw that bank around when they need to.
Right.
You know, you think we couldn't do a fucking Kenobi series. Oh, we'll watch this. They're just fucking.
They have more money than God.
I was going to say, they got fuck you money at this point.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
100%.
They're playing with all the house money. Because they know even on the worst day, it's still going to make its money back.
Yeah,
like,
they don't care. They have the IP. They can do whatever they want.
Show me one MCU Disney movie, anything that's not how the least made its budget back since John Carter. And that was before they owned Marvel. So like they haven't taken many L's lately.
Right.
If anything, they fucked themselves up by taking shit out that they don't have to. I've heard they've been doing that on Disney Plus a lot. Yeah,
they keep editing their shows and stuff like that and taking stuff out of them, which is really weird. And that's why I don't like the streaming platform. You know, Kanye did it with his album.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you go watch like stuff that wasn't theirs, like the Netflix shows. 'Cause Daredevil and Punisher, you know, those got pretty raw. Like far as like gore and blood and shit.
Yeah,
makes me wonder if they like edited it out at all.
I don't think so. It's mostly from what I've heard anyway. Those old like Disney TV shows. They edited those. Took some stuff out. That's what I heard anyway. I didn't really look into it because I just don't care that much, but it's just shitty that they are doing that.
Yeah.
I just leave it alone. If it's done, it's done. But I know. But at the same time,
put your little guiding, your little ratings or whatever, like shows like even for Pinocchio, they have on there like depictions of tobacco. Yeah. Like they let you know up front, like, hey, your kid could possibly see something that they're not supposed to know or whatever. But we watched that shit as children.
Yeah, but what I'm saying? We talked about this. There's a different climate now.
That's very true.
Like things hit different now because like what were we talking about? I don't remember, but there was a movie and it's like
I think we were talking about Angus and just like how they like slid in cuss words and like terminology that you wouldn't be allowed to now because he's like, we're those dildos. Like you would never be able to say that.
Yeah, because
in a PG movie now.
Right, because it was all over the place back then, but it's not really prolific now, so it's kind of like a culture shock to that kid or whatever.
I feel like back in like the day when they would slide adult jokes into kids movies, it was to like let the parents know like, hey, we know you're here, so
yeah,
we're not gonna let y'all suffer too. Like we're gonna throw a joke or two in there for y'all.
And not only that, but when you grow up and you watch it, you're like, oh, I get that joke now.
Right. But now I feel like they're just like, nope,
it's watered down.
Play it safe.
Yeah, they don't all do that, like. But, it is what it is.
But anyways, so...
before we get to that, I'm going to take a pee real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I drank too much energy drink. And we're back. Another person I wanted to bring up, the person that I remember the most, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, man. 95, I mean, that's... I feel like 7 had to be after this.
I think it was on its... They were done shooting it, and it was about to be released, but Interview with a Vampire... was about to be it got released as they were shooting this movie.
I was just saying he didn't have a lot of titles under his belt, but this is definitely one where I feel like he showed a lot of what made him great.
Did you get to the part of the documentary where he went to the psychiatrist to coach him how to be
schizophrenic,
manic? Yeah.
Nah, I didn't get that.
And so yeah, he went to a psychiatrist to kind of show him. And what do you think about his acting in this movie?
It's very sporadic. He did a great job of playing somebody that's so paranoid that like it affects the way they talk.
So he won an Academy Award for this.
Did he?
Yeah, but I was listening to some reviews and they're like he overdid it. Do you feel that?
Some of the lines, like some of the scenes, like when he's towards the end of the movie, when him and his followers, the rest of the monkeys, like when they're all getting ready to go off on their little, what you think is the destroying the world,
humanity,
but they're just going to release the animals. I think that part where he's dancing around and saying that the psychiatrist wrote down everything about him and paused out every, I think he kind of went a little too overboard on that part because when he finishes that fucking speech, there's two other guys say something. The black dude says, "You're a fucking, you're a god" or some shit like that, and the other dude goes, "He is completely fucking insane." And like, I don't feel like that was even a line for him. Like he was literally just like, "This guy's fucking insane."
Right.
Like, and that's what threw me off. Not that he went too over the top, just the fact that it got to the point where it was like not believable. Like, what fucking idiot would follow this guy into doing something? You know what I mean?
This is very true.
That was my only thought, but it was really only that part. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Other than that, I thought he was right on point for where the movie was.
Yeah, because for me, there was one person that was like, manics don't act like this, and I've been around some people that acted just like Brad Pitt. Mm-hmm. And I think what it is because manic people have tics. Mm-hmm. And Brad Pitt,
I was just about to say he did a fantastic job. The chewing on his fingers.
That's the thing is like he took too many ticks. He took ticks from like a lot of different manics and kind of meshed them into one, so it made it feel a little over the top. But I enjoyed it. It's a movie. It's for entertainment purposes. It's not a documentary about manic people.
If this was like his only acting style, like this is all you got from everything he did, but like you don't see another one like this.
No, and this is why it stands out for me. It's like, what's your favorite Brad Pitt movie? It's like 12 Monkeys. I loved him in that. But I really like eccentric people and eccentric acting. So
I don't know if it's my favorite Brad Pitt. It's really good.
Yeah, it's just the one that my mind always goes to.
Even though he's not really doing much in those movies, I always enjoyed him in the Ocean's movies. But if we're talking about one where he's the guy, like he's the main actor,
probably Fight Club.
Fight Club's great. It's definitely in my top 3. I'm a big fan of Moneyball. I think he's great.
100%.
I think he's great. I think he's great in Moneyball.
Yeah, he almost gets overshadowed by
Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill did a great job in that movie. But I feel like it's one of those movies that it reminds you, like, oh, this guy can fucking act. He's not just a pretty boy.
He was great in that movie.
And I don't know, man, like some of the action movies he's done, I'm just not a big fan of. Like, I did not like World War Z.
I didn't watch it because I just didn't care. It's definitely at the peak of the zombie movies. And it's like, we're so done with this.
Some people say that is what killed the zombie genre. Like, if it wasn't for Walking Dead, World War Z would have ruined it.
Yeah, I think that's true. A statement.
But they keep trying to make a fucking second one. They went through like 3 directors. Brad Pitt's like, I'm still down. Like, I got nothing going on. Like, Mr. and Miss Smith's another one. Like, it's a good movie, but like, I don't feel like he's doing anything in it that's just like ridiculously.
No, but for some reason, I'm so entertained by that movie.
That's because of the sexual tension, bro.
Right.
Like, it's by the end of it, you're like, God, did they fuck in real life? Like, I hope they fucked in real life.
They fucked on set. They had to have.
He left Jennifer Aniston because of that movie.
Yes.
Like, him and her both. She left Billy Bob out in the wind over this movie.
You felt
that kitchen scene? Like, I guarantee you when he yelled cut, they were like, everybody leave now. This is going to happen. And they fucked for real right there on all that fucking utensils and all that.
Yeah, it definitely shines through.
Yeah, and I think that's why that movie still to this day, like, they're not even fucking together anymore, but people are like, God damn, that's hot. It's one of those scenes that, like, when you finishes, you're like smoking a cigarette like you just came.
And you have a hard on. What was that movie where the grandpa stands up and he just has a hard on? Like,
oh, fucking Road Trip.
Oh, Road Trip. What do you want me to do about it?
Cut it off. He's watching the Me So Horny video.
Right.
Shit's hilarious.
The Curious Case of
Benjamin Button.
Boring as shit.
But I mean, he's doing it. Like,
he does fine.
That's another one, like Meet Joe Black. Like, that's a good movie, man. But like,
I was gonna say I've never seen it.
I just don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those movies that, like, I saw young, and then like I tried watching it again, and I'm still like, I just still don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. But people say it's just like this fantastic movie, you know?
Yeah, right. So 12 Monkeys, you said you saw this as a kid. You haven't seen it since, so it's been like 20 years.
Right.
What did you think of it this time around?
I'll be honest with you. When I was watching it this time through, I really only remembered the initial scene when he goes to the crazy house.
Same. Like, I thought that was the whole movie.
I really did. I thought he spent an hour and a half in that fucking room, dude. I really did. And I think that's what threw me off as a kid, because I was just like, oh, I'm not supposed to see shit like this. So like, I just walked out.
Right, and I was thinking the same thing. I was like, "There's a whole lot more movie here than I remember."
Fuck ton of movie, yeah, exactly. But it is a great scene because you know what? It reminded me a lot of the scene of Hell from Jacob's Ladder, because like everybody in there is like fucking off, and then the one guy that sounds like he knows what he's talking about, fucking Bruce Willis, looks down and he's wearing fucking fuzzy bunny slippers,
right?
And like, oh wait, you're fucking crazy too.
You're fucking insane. But
he does make it, and like, that's the scariest thing about this movie to me, in my opinion, is the fact that every insane asylum, every, you know, mental whatever in the country, like, you know, that's the saddest part, is there are people in there that 115% believe that they're not fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just don't understand what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And that would be the scariest part, knowing that you're not fucking crazy, but like, there's nobody to tell.
Right.
Because nobody's going to believe what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And obviously, you know, him being a time traveler, that kind of fucking, like, nobody's really going to fucking believe you.
That's the part that I like had a gripe with the movie is, why are you time traveling and then spouting off that you're a time traveler? Like, don't you think people are going to think you're fucking insane?
Well, I think he thought the first time, I think what fucked him up so much was when they sent him way too fucking far back. Mm-hmm. They sent him in 90. And I think that they built it into his head that, like, look, we're sending you right when the shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
So you need to go out there, get a couple samples, and then we're going to bring you back.
Right, but instead he fights cops and gets himself.
Right, because they send him fucking 6 years ahead of when it's supposed to go down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, I mean, obviously you just came out of a fucking plastic tube. They sent you back a decade or 30 years, whatever it was. And the first thing you come in contact with is 5 dudes with guns and badges telling you you're fucking crazy, get on the fucking ground. I mean, I get it. The dude probably attacked the shit out of him. Because he's thinking that there ain't going to be nobody left, or it's going to be mass hysteria is what I think he was waiting on.
Yeah, that's
true. But when he came back and it was just days, like everything is normal.
Right.
But yeah, they did a good job of painting like the world was headed towards the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like if that was a normal police station, they got dudes down there chained in the fucking basement with sheets on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, they're not going to treat people like that now. No matter how many people you fucking killed or put in, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
very true.
You're going to be restrained in a fucking chair by yourself, all that jazz, but you're not going to be half fucking naked, chained to the floor with these like barbaric chains and shit. But
yeah, treating him like he's a fucking ape.
Pretty much what they did. And then like, I don't know how much he got paid for the drooling in this movie, but he drools.
He drools a lot.
He drools like an all-American in this movie. He's
drools and butts. Like that's all
you
you get from Bruce Willis in this movie.
I have not seen I was just about to say, bro, that's probably my biggest gripe. How many times do we need to watch this dude get scrubbed down? I swear to God, bro, it's within like 25 minutes. We watch this guy get scrubbed down 4 times, bro, with a brush, with a fucking fire hose. I'm just like, all right, man. Like,
we get it. He needs a bath.
Bruce Willis was working on his back a lot because he wanted you to know that ass and that back is all him.
Speaking of, I'm so glad you said that. Bruce Willis had a gym on a semi that followed them around.
That makes sense.
This motherfucker is so extra because Terry Gilliam said he didn't want him to bring any of his Bruce Willis-isms to the set or whatever, but he allowed him to have his gym follow them around so he could always be able to work out whenever he wanted to. And Terry Gilliam's like, he didn't ever use it, but it was there.
I got Die Hard 4 after this. I got to stay in shape.
Right.
Bro.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen, but I just wanted to mention that because it was hilarious to me.
You know what I remember thinking when I was a kid and seeing this movie? Like, this was the first time we got to see Bruce Willis's real hair.
True, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm going to be honest, after, like, the 80s, I don't know how much of that is a wig and how much of that is really Bruce. Because, like, I think he kills it as a bald dude.
He does, yeah. He has a nice head.
Life, He's got the right shaped head for that.
He does.
We've talked about that before. Like, if you got a fucking dented dome, you're going to hold on to it. You know what I mean? Whatever you got.
Yeah.
But he's got a great, but, like, now, like, when I watch this movie, I'm thinking, like, oh, it's Bruce Willis. That's how he should look, And then you go back and watch Die Hard, you're like, yeah,
probably should
be bald. You should be bald, right. Bro. But, yeah, I just remember, like, I was like, why the fuck do we keep watching him get bathed? But, so he goes back to 1990. The scientists is what they call them. They're the people running the world.
Right.
Which, it's another thing is like you don't see a lot of him in the future, but I thought it was really cool showing like how everybody lives underground. Everybody's just like packed in there like rats, What
did you think of the way the future looked?
I thought it was very T2-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like a very good dystopian future. I mean, just as good as any other one you've seen,
Yeah, I'm glad I watched the documentary because the studio only gave them $39 million to do this movie.
Wow.
And so they had to find like scraps to get together to like make the future. And I thought it was really cool. Like the chair, the interrogation chair.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. They jacked him up like 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, like that was the most expensive thing that they made on set. But what's crazy about it is there was an artist that made something similar and he sued them and won. So they actually had to pay him likeness rights.
For the chair. And
kept it in the movie. So,
well, I guess they call it volunteer work.
Yeah.
And him and the guy that lives in the cage next to him, who's actually been in other stuff too. I forget his name. Juan Seta. He's actually been in a lot of good stuff. He's kind of like the token Latin guy in the 90s movies. So I feel like he was in The Rock, I believe.
Was he?
No, I'm thinking of Oz. He played Dino. He gets killed first episode. But anyways, he's a good actor. But so he tells him like, yeah, they said they're taking volunteers and they said your name, and he's like, I heard that they're all right. Like, they're not all die. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's why you see so many of them after they're done volunteering. He goes, I heard they keep them on the 7th floor. He's like, you don't know they keep them up there. He's like, they're all just brainless, mindless things. So I'm thinking that this is where the movie's going to go with the time travel aspect. But no, they just put him in these, like, pretty much wrap him up in saran wrap and put a little respirator on him, send him up there. And I don't know why I thought, like, I was just going to see, like, a bunch of, like, fucking, which, I mean, the buildings are on point. They're all tore up. Everything's, the animals have taken over, all that good jazz.
Mm-hmm.
The snow.
Right.
Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, why can't you people live up top? Because of the snow? Like, I don't know. I just expected, like, there to be, like, scorched earth or something, but, like, it just looked like a abandoned city. Like, why couldn't y'all move back up? Is the air that bad? Like,
I think it's because they're not sure. Because it did wipe out the whole population.
Right, the virus or whatever, but I'm assuming, like, this is 30 years later. Like, even radiation and shit eventually goes away from places that have had bombs dropped on them. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I just think it didn't really give you a lot of information on, like, why they were all underground and, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
the
I guess
virus and all that, but
I think they were just scared, maybe.
It's little nitpicks. And then, but that's the thing, though. Like, these people aren't smart enough to figure out how to live on Earth again, but they can send people back in fucking time. Like, that's my whole thing. Mm-hmm. Because they didn't just do it once. And, I mean, they fucked up pretty good the first time. Like, you send them back 6 years too far.
Yeah. Well, then they fuck up again later in the movie.
Yeah, then they send him back to World War I. Like, what the fuck? That threw me off, too. Like, and then they sent his homeboy back, too. Like, he fucking died out there or didn't die, but, like...
Yeah.
He didn't speak any fucking French. He spoke perfect English. And like, yeah, that's something. And then Bruce Willis just pops up fucking naked, takes a bullet, and then he's out. But he doesn't go back to the future. He goes to 1996. Like, way out there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the time travel aspect of this movie, folks, it's flawed as fuck. Like,
yeah, you don't think about it too hard, but
that fucking movie we did that was made for 10 grand had a better fucking time travel plot.
But the one part that I did enjoy the movie with the time travel and everything is because it's so disjointed. It's like that on purpose because he does go to the insane asylum. They tell him he's crazy, and then near the middle / end of the movie, he's like, maybe I am crazy. And then you start to doubt it too. Like, what if he is crazy?
Right.
What if he's making up all this time travel shit? And that's when it starts implanting those doubts into your head.
What's her name? Madeline Stowe. She does a fantastic job in this movie. She's the one that keeps it all together. She's the glue of the movie, I feel like, because he kidnaps her the second time he comes back.
Right.
And he's like, look, I'm not fucking crazy. They sent me back. Like, I need to figure out what the fuck's going to happen. I know where it's going to happen. We got to go investigate. And she's like, no, you're fucking nuts. Like, we got to find Russell Groves, Jeffrey Goins?
Yeah, Goins.
He's like, we got to find Goins. He's the one that releases the 12 monkeys,
Right.
And as she's going, like, the first half of the trip, she's just like, this guy's fucking insane. He's made all this shit up in his head. Y'all were patients together. You escaped, which was kind of cool, like, because that's what left it up, because, like, she didn't remember him escaping. He doesn't remember escaping. That's because he just went back to the future, I guess.
Right.
So the second time around, like, they go and they find this place because he's like, that's his thing. He keeps ripping down shit and finds the thing for the 12 monkeys. Because at the beginning, when he's up there originally foraging, he finds a sign that says, we did it. It's got the 12 monkeys logo. Mm-hmm. So everything points to the fact that this terrorist group, the 12 monkeys, they're the ones that started everything. They're the ones that released the virus. So he thinks he's got to get to Brad Pitt because... It's kind of crazy if you think about it, because he kind of created his own villain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Brad Pitt was just a fucking rich kid that was insane and in this fucking insane asylum. But the fact that they were in the same one together and Brad Pitt believed him.
He implanted the thing into his head.
He's like, you want to kill all mankind? He's like, that's a good idea. He goes, that'll be beneficial. He's like, but you got to do it a different way or whatever. But like he planted that seed and then left.
He started the whole, like, that's what the brilliance of the movie is. Like, it's kind of the grandfather complex, but it sets everything in motion. You know, it's just a loop, honestly.
Yeah, dude, it reminded me of like Memento a little bit.
Yeah.
Not obviously the past and all that, but yeah, and then the only dream he has is he sees the doctor running towards a guy with a mustache and long hair with his briefcase, and he gets shot. And he saw this as a kid, which is even more fucked up that he saw his own life end over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Still didn't do shit to prevent it, but that's not my place, I guess.
Yeah.
So about halfway through the trip, you know, they find this place where these guys and they're gonna like rape the lady. So he fucking goes future fucking killer on him, stomps his fucking dude's head in, and she's like, "Well, you're fucking clearly insane." So she's like going to escape, but like he finds another clue, and then she's like, "Holy shit, he might not be fucking crazy. He might be telling the truth."
Because then there's that kid stuck in the well, and he's like, he's not stuck in the well, he's in the barn. And then later on, she sees where they find the kid in the barn.
Right.
So she's like, "Oh shit."
She's like, that could have been, that might have been coincidence or whatever. But then she's like, "Why are you fucking limping?" He's like, "I got shot." And she's like, "You got fucking shot. Like, you're going to die." Like, so they stop off, and that's kind of like a good scene because it shows that like she's actually starting to sympathize with him. And you don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome or like she's actually starting to believe him.
Right.
And we're on this ride too. And then like I said, that's probably the best part of the movie because you want to know. Yeah. Like it keeps you
guessing, like, is he really time traveling? Is he actually crazy? You're not really sure.
Like, exactly, is this all fucking simulation in the Matrix? Like, we don't know at this point.
Right.
But you want to keep finding out and, like, little sim things. But anyway, she pulls the bullet out. You look at the bullet, you know it's like an old-ass bullet.
Yeah.
But, like, she doesn't think anything of it. Well, they go to this, like, fancy house where Christopher Plummer... more fucking fantastic acting, British as shit, but this guy throws on a perfect fucking Southern accent for this movie. And he just passed away, or is he still alive?
Oh, he passed away in 2021. I was
gonna say, I think if he did die, it was recent, but
yeah,
he was in that movie, All the Money in the World.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, yeah.
And
I've never seen it.
He was great. He plays a good part in that.
Right.
Real asshole. Anyway, so they break into Christopher Plummer's house because he is the head of a huge, like chemical
science. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They make product like skincare products and shit like that.
Right.
Well, so it turns out that Brad Pitt wasn't lying. Like he really is like this like rich, trust fund baby that was just like stuck there until his dad could like find out, get him out or whatever. I love that when they're carrying him away and the final thing, "Wait till my father hears about this. When my father walks, the ground shakes."
Yeah, that's the funny part is you think he's crazy and then you find out later that, oh shit, he's not kidding.
Yeah, he was like, "Once my father finds out I'm being taken here, he's like, I'm going to go to a place where they treat you well.
Yeah.
Like, they treat you good." And he's like slapping the fucking crazy people around. Like he did a great job of like using everybody. Get out of my fucking chair! Like like you said, he might have used too many or whatever, but like I thought it fit all well into the character.
Like I said, it's a movie. It's like supposed to be entertaining, and he entertained the fuck out of me, so I like it.
Watching him jump from bed to bed, and then the guy that he's laying in the bed talking to Bruce Willis wakes up and he just smacks him like, "Shut up, I'm gonna lay on you." And like continues this conversation, like little bits like that. I was just like, all right, well, that's why like Brad Pitt is who he is now, because you see the little things that he added in to every character. So they go to this party and he thinks that it's the dad that's gonna like do all this, but then he figures out that it's gonna be Brad Pitt is the one that does it. So at first he gets in there and he gets in there and they pull him in and like, this guy says he knows you. He says it's an emergency. And he walks at him. He's like, "Never seen this guy before in my life." He's like, "Torture him, do whatever y'all got to do to him." And he's like, "I'm here about the 12 monkeys." And he's like, "Joe." That was the other thing I was wondering.
You look like shit.
That thing with his eye. Did he do
like,
that, or did he have to put like a...
I think it's like a contact.
Okay, I was about to say, because one eye was fucking dancing.
Yeah.
This whole movie.
And then it made me think, because Christian Bale has something like that. Christian Bale has a mole right here on the side of his nose, right beside his eye. And you don't really notice it until somebody points it out. And then you can't ever unsee it. And then I was like, I wonder if this is like Brad Pitt's thing. Like, and you don't really notice it that often.
Shout out to Christian Bale. I can't wait to see him in the new Thor. He looks like he's going to be a badass villain.
Yeah.
Gore the God Butcher. That just sounds cool.
Yeah, right.
Another fun fact about Christian Bale is he said he won't play Batman again unless Christopher Nolan asks him.
Yep.
Which pretty much Christopher Nolan said he's done with Batman. He's not doing anything. But I hold out.
With enough money.
I hold out hope. Maybe one day we can.
I don't want that.
I don't think that they should add on to their trilogy.
Yeah.
But like if they did like if they did like a Batman Beyond, you know, I would be all right with watching Christian Bale as an old Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. Everybody always goes Keaton, and don't get me wrong, Keaton's a bad motherfucker. That's pretty much the reason I was looking forward to the Flash movie, is because I wanted to see him in the suit again. But if they went a different route with it, I'd be okay. I think Christian Bale would kill it as old Bruce.
I kind of like the what's his name? Oh, we talk about him so much, I can't think of his fucking name.
Affleck?
Yes, thank you. Affleck's Batman. I like how beefy and
I like Batfleck. Everybody, some people shit on it, but I think he did the best he could do with what he had. And
he just like looks the part. Like, see,
I was going to say, dude, like he just looks like Bruce Wayne, and like when he was fucking yacked, dude, like CrossFit Batman was killing it, dude. I don't give a fuck what they said. Well, I can watch that man beat that fucking semi truck tire with that sledgehammer all day, dude. He was unrealishly jacked for a dude that's that. Like, if he wasn't roided out, bro, like, impressive.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Ben Affleck's like 50, and he's fucking still swole like that. Like, those muscles weren't spray painted on, but he's out there living that shit. It's like they just recorded his workouts, and they just turned down the lighting. Like, we just got to make it darker.
Yeah, turn down the lighting, put some grain on here.
Spray some fucking silver into the
desaturate it a little bit.
Boom. Now it's Batman workout.
Speaking of, I don't mean to get off topic. Do you watch wrestling? Have you watched wrestling?
Once in a blue moon. Like, I've not since the 90s have I watched it.
You know Sting?
I do know Sting.
You know he's still wrestling in his 60s? You know he's still fucking killing it? He's jumping off top ropes onto guys in his 60s. Like, talking about somebody that's old and killing it. Dude, shout out to Sting.
Yeah, for sure. From what I hear, he's like pretty much running AEW. Like, does whatever the fuck he wants. Like, they treat him like a king, which they should.
Yeah. Well deserved.
I was going to say that I think he's only stayed going this long as a fuck you to Vince McMahon.
You think so?
I do, because like Vince
McMahon, he's the real incarnation of the wrestler movie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he ever really liked Vince McMahon, and I don't think he ever felt like he did right by him. Because that's like when he went to AEW, I was like, well, that's the end of Sting. Like, this is going to be fucking
But
terrible.
Now he's elevated it to like...
Between him and that other fucking dude, I forget his name. I think it's AJ Styles. Like, they've taken AEW to like a fucking...
Yes, they are just as big as the other wrestling ones now.
I was going to say, a buddy of mine is still into that shit. Like, he's 12. He wears a wrestling shirt to work every day.
Yeah, there's a guy at work. That's the only reason I'm bringing this up, because shout out to Tyler. I don't know if you're going to listen to this, but he talks about wrestling all the time, and he keeps me updated to Sting.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Clark. He's every day. And I'm not talking about the cheap old shirts. Like, I'm talking about these $40, $50 shirts. Right. He's wearing them bitches to work. But
it's not a tangent I want to keep going on. It was just a weird movie to bring it up on. But you were talking about old men that are killing it, and I just
shout out to
Sting.
He's a Hall of Famer and a legend for sure.
Right.
But yeah, he was like, I gotta get home. AEW's on tonight. I'm like, what? Like, it's crazy to me that people still love wrestling that much. But like I said, I think it's cool because I get it. The reason why people love wrestling as an adult is the same reason why I collect comic books and
we all have
shit.
our thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it makes you feel young,
it makes you happy, fucking do
it. Exactly, and that's what that is. But back to 12 Monkeys. The
we got that just from Brad Pitt's eye.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. The fucking paths we just carve out, but like we get back to the road. But I'm just like, it's just funny because we've been doing this that long that we can do that for 10 minutes and then still come back.
Come back to the movie.
So they're on the run. he goes and talks to Brad Pitt, and when they find out, Brad Pitt pretty much tells him he won't tell him anything, honestly. Like, he keeps asking him questions, and like Brad Pitt doesn't fucking know what he's talking about, but he's not letting him on because all in his mind is they're gonna break down they're gonna destroy his father's company by releasing all these fucking animals and stuff. And I thought that's how the virus gets spread, you know, maybe one of the
animals.
Yeah, because they keep leading up, they keep showing you pictures of monkeys in cages.
Monkeypox.
Or fucking AIDS or Outbreak. I keep thinking of the monkey from Outbreak. Every time they showed it, I was just like, oh, okay. Or maybe the lion or the bear or whatever, because you see all the animals. So they kick him out, and then that's when him and the lady, you think he kills her, which I don't know what that scene's about. Because he's like grabbing her and she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they're like, the one girl's mutilated in the woods and then they can't find her. So you're led to believe that he like fucking murdered her and left her in the woods and all that. But he just puts her in the fucking trunk.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what that was about.
Like, I was thinking about this too, because I'm like, why did he do that? And I think he was just trying to
keep her there.
Protect her. Yeah. Making sure she's not going to go anywhere. It was a way of.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
So anyway, so she's pretty much like, you're fucking insane. You've made this in your head. Like, you need to fucking surrender.
Mm-hmm.
And he just gets up and he's like kicking. He's like, I love it here. He's like, I don't want to fucking go back. Like, I love the air. I love the water. I could stay here forever. And then she turns around as soon as the cops are getting there and he's gone.
Yep.
So once again, she's like, what the fuck? This guy just disappears. So it shows her next, which shout out to my boy from fucking SVU. Pops up, plays a cop in this for 5 minutes. Or I guess he's a Fed or I don't know, but like he's just playing another law enforcement agent. And he's like, you're telling me you didn't have anything to do with this, you know, like Stockholm's obviously gotten to your ass, like
yeah. He's like, that's what all victims say. It's like they treated me well.
You know, I think that this is, you know, you're just in an extreme situation and you're just making it seem like he wasn't that bad of a guy.
Right.
So then you fast forward it. He goes back to the future and they're all like, congratulations, you got your pardon, this and that. And he's like, I'm fucking crazy. None of y'all are real. You know, he's just over it now. Like,
is this when he's like in the bed with the fucking... That's the one that I didn't understand. It had the picture hanging above him. It's very Terry Gilliam, but I just didn't understand what that meant.
I love how under the hospital blanket, there's like a fucking like rocket ship, like a little kid's blanket. I don't know if you noticed it. It's very... I
don't think I did notice it.
It's very eerie because like they're telling him that he's like, you did your job, but you know, you're pissing us off. Like you need to be quiet. And he's like, I don't care about any of that shit. And they like tuck him in. And when they pull it up, that's when you see the little rocket ship. And I'm like, oh, God, dude. Very, very creepy. So then they got him back in the interrogation chair. And he's like, I'm very good at what I do. I can help you finish this. He's like, I just need to go back again. And they're like, you said we weren't real. They're like, your mind is fucked. You don't even know what you're doing anymore. And he's like, that's not true. I still got it together. Like, I know what's real now, you know, this and that.
Right.
So he's just lying to them.
Yeah. To get to go back.
To get to go back because he realizes that only thing he cares about is her. You know, he doesn't want, you know, because he keeps seeing her in his dreams. He's like, in the whole movie, she's like, I know you from somewhere.
Right.
You know, and so like, it's kind of like a
but that's another part. Like, I mean, we're jumping around anyway, but whenever she's like, I know I remember you, but she doesn't see this until later in the movie. So how does she remember him if it hasn't happened yet?
It's kind of like a deja vu, I feel like.
But a deja preview? That's the only part of the movie that I was like, but it's time travel, so you can't think about it too hard.
I was going to say, like, you know, the time travel thing, maybe, and that's another thing that I was thinking, like, they don't really go into it, but I would just imagine, like, their time travel looks so primitive, like so brand new, like they were still working out all the kinks that like, who knows what this was doing to this guy's fucking mind.
He probably was going crazy.
You know what I mean? It could have been turning this shit to mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Because, and then when he went to the past, they doped him up full of fucking drugs and everything because they thought he was a crazy person.
Right.
That this may be the strongest character in all of canon, of any canon, because I mean, if you look at what they did to him versus how he kept moving. And then, like, when you think he was down, he just fucking attacked. I remember he takes down, like, 5 of those fucking
security guards.
Right.
Or, yeah.
And like he's breaking them up and all that shit. And they got to fucking shoot him up again to put him down. They're like, should have put down a fucking horse. Like, this guy's the strongest motherfucker ever.
Yeah.
So people in 2035 are fucking Terminators.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. When he comes back the third time, she gets a call from the feds right before she sees him. And they're like, that bullet we pulled out of your friend is from 1917. And she's like, what? It's fucking impossible. And then you hear the report on the news that the boy was in the barn. He wasn't in the thing. It was just a hoax.
Yeah. And she looks at this picture from, World War I, and you see him stretched out,
because his friend gets shot too.
Yeah, his friend gets shot. But someone in 1917 has a camera somehow.
I mean, they did take pictures back then.
Not in the dark. It
Probably
didn't
not
work
that clear either.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Yeah. Like I said, there's things you can nitpick all day with the time travel.
You can. You just have to you have to have fun with this movie. Don't think about it too hard. Because it's just like this movie is very visionary. Like Terry Gilliam very much has a vision with everything he does. And I love it. So.
Well, Charles Roven, he did a lot of that documentary too. And he said that I think Terry is getting to make the movie that Terry wants, but Terry's also playing ball.
Yeah.
He goes, and I told him that that's what you got to do. He goes, you can do what you want, but you got to within
it's a catch-22 because Terry Gilliam wants to make movies that he wants to make, but he can't afford to make them. So he needs the money from the studios. Yeah. So you have to play ball a little bit in order to have that.
Another thing I thought was crazy was the fact that he didn't pick any of these people. He didn't pick Bruce Willis. He didn't pick Brad Pitt. He didn't pick Stowe. He didn't pick any of these people. They were given to him by the studio. The fact that Bruce Willis wanted to work with him as much as he did, it's obviously, I mean, the fact that he took a third of his normal pay to do it lets you know that they all believed in the script. They all believed in it, which...
And I love, too, all the people that worked on the movie, they did not want to change anything about this movie. They did test screenings, and the test screenings didn't go very well. They changed little things, like took a couple little things out, but for the most part, this movie is made exactly how they wanted it to be made, and I appreciate that. Like, I love that people...
Well, that's what I thought was so crazy about when Bruce Willis was in there, because, like, it doesn't even look like he knows he's being filmed. Because like I just don't ever picture Bruce Willis saying, "Do you think that they're going to get it, or do you think we're going to have to spoon feed it to him?" Like that doesn't seem like anything that would come across Bruce Willis's mind. Did my check clear? All right, we're good.
That's how
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But I think that's probably why I liked it as much as I did, was just because like it's probably one of the last movies that he gave a fuck. If that makes any sense. But
like between this, Hudson Hawk, and like Fifth Element,
I would say anything after like 98.
Yeah.
He really stopped giving a shit. He's had a couple gems after that, but definitely not as many.
It's definitely not as creatively out there anymore.
I mean, I say this, we've said it before, that the fourth Die Hard, I think it's the best one, other than the original, the one with him and Justin Long. And that was something that was classic, but they found a way to keep it going and make it fun for the next generation.
Yeah. I mean,
with the fifth Die Hard, it was like they went completely backwards. They just took all the plot out of it.
I didn't watch anything after
it's like,
the fourth one.
What crazy fucking shit can we put John McClane through in this fifth one? And they literally and then they threw Jai Courtney in there. I don't know.
I know he quit acting, but he had a lot of movies in the works, because I just pulled up his IMDb.
The problem is he was doing all these fucking B movies, man. Like,
right, but these are all in post-production, so he shot all these movies already. Damn.
He must have saw it coming.
Well, he has, like, issues.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he saw his health was going to get set to the point where he couldn't do it anymore.
It wasn't him, it was his family.
Damn. All these are coming out?
No, these are all...
Oh, all already out.
Yeah.
I love Death Wish, man. Like... I'm not a huge fan of the Charles Bronson ones, but I like the Eli Roth one with him. I enjoyed it.
Looper. I heard it wasn't great. The Death Wish. I didn't watch it because I heard it wasn't great. But I was trying to find the last movie that he did that I really enjoyed, and Looper. I really enjoyed Looper.
I love Looper too.
Yeah.
Red. I like the Reds.
I didn't see it. Cop Out. God.
I love Cop Out.
Why?
You know why.
But anyway.
My boy Kevin did it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 16 Blocks is a banger too.
Sin City. I keep forgetting he was in that. He did a good job in that.
Hostage isn't bad.
I didn't see that. But anyway.
I forgot he's in Ocean's 12 for like 2 seconds.
Because he wanted too much money. But
is that Bruce Willis?
I don't know. It was too fast.
But yeah, so when he comes back the third time, she's just figured out all these little facts about him, and that how crazy is it that they're all true?
Yeah.
You know?
He's probably telling the truth. But this is where he starts thinking he's actually crazy, and he doesn't believe he's time traveling. He just believes, he's...
Well, he told her, he said, I just told her whatever. He's like, I want to get help. He's like, I know that I'm fucking insane, and I want you to help me. Mm-hmm. So he's like trying to tell the cops, like, I'm fucking crazy, come get me, and then now she's like...
she's like, you're a time traveler.
Yeah, now she's like fully fucking drinking the Kool-Aid. So it's pretty cool because it's like you see him go from being the irrational fucking loony to her.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking like, wow, is this how it's going to end? Is like her fucking being the one in the mental institution and like he's the one that's her doctor or some shit? Like, I didn't know where it was going at this point.
Right.
So they run around and she's like, with the phone number. She's like, the phone number you gave me, that would have been wrong then, but it should be right now because it's about to happen. He's like, you can go and do whatever she wants. And she said it's a floor cleaning company.
Carpet cleaning company.
Cleaning company. And I told him everything. And then she gets to the last part of it. She's like, I told him you have a Merry Christmas. He's like, I got your message.
Yeah.
And then that's when he's like, fuck, it is real.
Well, that's how they find out about the 12 monkeys is because she says it in her message, thinking it was a goof or whatever. So, and
well, that's like the last thing he sees before is it says she spray paints that shit on that window. Mm-hmm. He's like, I've seen that before. And like I said, it's like all there, but it's like he doesn't know what to believe. Like it's got to the point where even he doesn't know anymore.
Right.
And so after that, they find out that they just let all the animals go. They didn't
release the virus. They
didn't kill anybody. They just did that. So he makes
but because of the time travel, because of him, she comes up with this theory and then writes a book around this theory. And she's doing a book signing, and the scientist is telling him like, I really enjoy your views on the apocalypse or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? She's actually the one that put the seed in that guy's head to start the apocalypse.
And she's just saying like all the places that the virus started. And then of course it cuts to old boy buying a fucking plane ticket.
To all those places.
Right. In his briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
And
so if Bruce Willis wouldn't have traveled back in time, he wouldn't have given her the idea to write the book that would have planted the idea in this guy's head to start the apocalypse, and it would have never happened.
It's one big fucking Mandela effect, the whole thing. Shouldn't have went back, but we did go back. And when we went back, we shouldn't have did it, but we did it anyways.
Yep. It's pretty crazy.
It is like, when you're saying it out loud, it feels fucking insane. But that's kind of the point of the movie is like it throws all this at you in pieces, and then like you're putting it together with the character.
And that's what I love about it. It is the jigsaw that you're putting together with the movie and the characters.
Well, that's why I said it made me think of like Memento, because it's like you're on this journey with the guy like you don't even know. You know what I mean? This is one of those movies now, like if I go back and watch it again, will I still enjoy it as much this time around? Because now I'm in on it. Like I know how it goes. Mm-hmm.
The thing about it though is it's a cool ride.
Right.
It's fun to just ride with the movie because it's so dense. Like Terry Gilliam smashes so much into this movie that
it really does.
Like even the hamster thing, I didn't even notice until he fucking talks about it in the documentary. Just all these little things that he puts in every scene that you don't think about.
A lot of imagery.
Yes, a lot of imagery.
The cuts to the monkeys and then the people in cages, and it all fits.
Yeah.
Shot very well. But so they get to the final scene, and they're at the airport, and he's like, "This is my dream. This is what I remember." So he makes a phone call while she's getting their plane tickets, and he leaves a phone message saying, look, it wasn't the 12 monkeys. It wasn't that. I'm going to try to stop him. So he runs into his homeboy from the past and he gives him a gun and he's like, look, you need to take this gun. He said, they said no more fuck ups. Like, it's time to do this shit. And he's like, just leave me alone. Like, just fucking leave me alone. And he's like, you got to do it, man. And he takes the gun from him and they see the dude coming. But you know what kills me, man? They fucking stopped him at security. Like, in what fucking world are they letting that guy on a plane with bio? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was thinking that too.
Like, I don't give a fuck what decade we're in, bro. Like, fucking national security was still
I know
national
this was
security.
1995, 6 years before.
9/11, yeah, exactly. But
I can't see them just letting him on a plane with that shit.
And then they got him open it, dude, when there's fucking tubes and mechanisms and shit that need to be taken off to see what's in it.
That guy was driving me crazy. He's like shaking it up, like trying to pry it open.
Biggest
like,
fucking idiot I've ever met in my life.
dude, you don't know what the fuck that is.
That could have been a bomb. Anything.
Yeah. And then he puts it up to his nose and he's like, it's the odor. He's like,
odorless.
He's like, that's not necessary.
Who knows how many he fucking infected just with that shit.
Yeah.
Which I forget the guy's name, but he's been in a lot of movies as a creepy motherfucker too.
Yeah, he has the perfect creepy face.
He either plays a cop or a serial killer.
The way his face looked whenever he opened it to show him like it has no odor, the look on his face, I was like, that motherfucker, like, real deal is crazy.
He's into it.
Yeah.
So, of course, he goes to stop him, and the cops shoot him.
Yeah.
So he literally watches.
This is the first movie that Bruce Willis dies in.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. But does he, though? Because he's there watching it as a kid.
Yeah, he hasn't died yet because he's a kid.
Exactly. So did he really die?
Yeah, he died.
In the future?
In the past.
Oh, fuck. Such a mind fuck.
So the lady looks around and sees Bruce Willis as a kid. Mm-hmm. And somebody was talking about it and they're like, why didn't she go over there and like,
that's what I thought she was going to do.
Write him a message or whatever. But when I was watching the movie, the thing that I got was she's like, it's going to happen no matter what. There's no changing the past. That's what I kind of read on her face was
because he whispers something into her ear, and I think that's what he's whispering is that's me over there, like I'm the kid over there, or tell him or whatever, like stop the fucking cycle. I think is what he was telling her, and then she just doesn't.
Yeah,
she just lets it go.
Right.
So it's kind of like a thing of like it was a destiny or was it fate? You know, like you can't change it. Mm-hmm. She didn't change it. They didn't change it. They got all the pieces. They did all that. And I think that's what it hurts about it because like it doesn't have a happy ending, you know? So if you're one of those type of people, like it does fuck that up. Cause you feel bad for him, man. You know, he goes through a lot through this fucking movie.
For nothing.
Exactly. You want him to save the day, but literally no growth as a character. Like literally all he did was find out that he wasn't insane and it still didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you look at it like that, it's a fucking terrible movie, like, but it is well made and well acted, and I enjoyed it. It was a good ride.
Did you?
It was.
I was scared you were gonna hate it because
it's one of those movies. Like if you'd given it to me before we did this, like I would have probably have hated it. But like now, just like being able to appreciate other parts of filmmaking, you know, like the imagery and like I said, man.
Well, I'm glad you watched the documentary too. Well, some of it, but you see what like went into the actual like making of the movie and all the hardships they had to go through and stuff like that. So,
and it was cool just to see what Terry Gilliam was like, you know, because it does play a lot into how this movie is made, like his style and stuff.
Well, I'm glad I watched the documentary because I really got an insight into Terry Gilliam as a person, and I'm kind of a little obsessed with him now.
Right.
Like I've seen a lot of his movies and I want to go and watch the ones that I haven't seen, like The Fisher King and some others. So I'm going to dive more into his filmography, which it's going to play into because I have Brazil. I bought it and I wanted to get back to lesser known movies by popular directors. I think Terry Gilliam is a pretty popular director, but I think Brazil is the one that gets forgotten about because it's his like first quote unquote film.
It is his first.
Yeah.
So is it lesser known or first known?
Well, it was either that or Fisher King, but you've seen Fisher King, so.
Right, but it's been like this. It's been forever.
That's
I'm pretty sure it's got Jeff Bridges in it.
And Robin Williams.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's been fucking forever. I would do Fisher King too.
Yeah.
One or the other.
I'll watch them both and I'll pick which one I'll do next. So.
Yeah, because I thought about that, man. I fucking love Robin Williams. Like, I watched a thing about him the other day about how Christopher Nolan did him dirty. He just wanted to be in a fucking Batman movie, and they wouldn't let him. Like,
yeah, but it's his vision, and Robin Williams is a very like
Joel Schumacher. Like, Warner Brothers went to him and said, "Look, we want you to play the Riddler in the movie." Or no. First, they went to him and they said, "We want you to be the Joker." And he was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do it." Like, hell yeah. But they wanted Jack Nicholson. They went to Jack Nicholson first. And Jack Nicholson said, "Nah, man, I just don't see myself doing that."
Right.
So the second time, they go back to Jack Nicholson and said, "Well, Ron Williams has already agreed." And then Jack said, "Fuck it, you ain't gonna let him get it." And that's what made Jack Nicholson do it. So fast forward 5 years from there, Joel Schumacher's running shit now. And he goes to Ron Williams and he's like, "Man, I would love to have you as the Riddler." And he's like, "Fuck, I'll do it for nothing, man. Like, I've always wanted to play in a movie, in a Batman movie, especially because I didn't know this at the time, but Ron Williams was a huge comic book fan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Would read comics when they were taking breaks, shit like that."
Oh, that's super. That's kind of sad now that he died and he didn't get to play in a Batman movie. It actually kind of breaks my heart.
He could be in any superhero movie,
right?
Which really fucking sucks because he said, he's like, "I would have done Marvel. I would have done anything if they'd have gave me a chance."
Yeah.
How do you not fucking let Rob Williams be in a movie, dude? Like, so yeah, he wanted to do it, but then Warner Brothers wanted Jim Carrey because Jim Carrey had like two big years, and they were like, "Nah, man, Jim Carrey's hot as fish grease. Like, we're gonna use him." So they gave it to Jim Carrey. Joel Schumacher said, "I want Jim Carrey too." So they went with Jim Carrey, got fucked him out of it again. So then fast forward to 2008, they're getting ready to make The Dark Knight, and they're saying that the Riddler could possibly be one of the villains they do. Rob Williams called Christopher Nolan himself and was like, he did an interview with some magazine and he said, "I'm using this as an ad. Chris, please put me in a Batman movie. I don't care. Just make me some crazy old fucking Arkham. I'll do it for free." And he never got to be in one, bro. Like, who does that, bro? Who doesn't give and he even put him in Insomnia. Like, they worked together, bro. Like,
oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, Chris, you couldn't do that for that man? Like, shit, dude.
That's sad.
That is, dude. I'm just like,
breaks
man,
my heart a
fuck. Like, but yeah, dude, I just thought that was crazy. Like, who doesn't use Robin Williams for something, bro? Like, I would have had him play 4 villains in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He would have been great.
Because I think he would have killed any of those roles, man.
Agreed. Yeah,
I think the Riddler would have been better just because of the way he could play a character.
His acting, his over the top.
The Joker, I mean, that's like a level of crazy. I'm not saying he couldn't have got there, but it would have probably been a little too slapsticky.
What if he would have like really buckled down and like really transformed the Joker into, that character?
I mean, it's hard to say because, I mean, in 89, like Joker, the way Nicholson did it was like the most hardcore way anybody had ever done it.
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes harder than that, maybe you got something. Because, I mean, until he did it in 08, man, I don't think anybody did it right.
I was trying to think, like, you have 1 hour photo, so he has the creepy factor.
Oh, he could do it.
But then you like get that like a little bit of silly zaniness and mix those two together. That's why
I thought this Riddler would be better because he could use a little bit of that comedy. Mm-hmm. Like Jim Carrey, he went in my opinion, he went all comedy.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't try to keep it serious fucking at all. And I feel like Robin Williams would have done a good job of bringing both sides.
Yeah.
The insanity and the humor.
It would have been a very interesting performance. But the one thing about this documentary, or Terry Gilliam, he kind of gave me an insight on how Hollywood works.
Mm.
Like, they take an actor that's hot, they take a director that's hot, and then they get a script that's kind of been floating around that they're interested in doing, and they kind of put them all together. Mm. He's like, they don't care if they're going to work. They just put them together because that's what's going to put butts in seats.
Because we already got them retained. So we already got the rights. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those ones, man, that is kind of like a perfect storm in that aspect. Like, I don't know if you could put this movie out at a different time and it work.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what this movie made at the box office or
It's
whatnot.
a huge cult following.
I was about to say, I'd say cult following probably is where we're at now with it,
Yeah.
but I don't remember it being like a super like.
Well, there's a lot of fun facts. You want to knock these out, or do you want to give your rating, or what?
Give me some fun facts, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've touched on some of these. Terry Gilliam was afraid that Brad Pitt wouldn't be able to pull off the nervous, rapid speech. He sent him to a speech coach. In the end, he just took away Brad Pitt's cigarettes. And Brad Pitt played the part exactly as he wanted.
Didn't want the Bruce Willis cliches.
Yeah, including the steely, blue-eyed look. Yeah, this is where, although never addressed in the film, it takes place in year 2035. Yeah, he took a lower salary. This is where he says he didn't get paid until after the movie.
They'd said something about him taking a lot more than his last.
Yeah, he took way less. I actually talked about most of these, so never mind. Oh, this is the hamster effect. That he got so thick that this shot should have taken 5 minutes, but it took all day because he was so obsessed with trying to get the shot.
Oh, making the blood look real?
No, making the hamster run on the wheel.
Oh.
Like Bruce Willis knocked it out of the park all day, but the fucking hamster wouldn't run. So he took all day on a shot that should have taken 5 minutes. Oh, this is the funny one. The tagline originally suggested the film was "The future is in the hands of a man who has none." This was considered to be a confusing tagline as it made it to sound like he had
doesn't
no
have hands.
I'm glad they didn't go with that.
Yeah, me too. The fate of the future rests in the man that doesn't have one. That would make a little more sense.
Yeah.
Not in the hands of one that doesn't have hands.
But yeah, I touched on most of these. So
That's
anyway,
awesome.
What do you rate 12 Monkeys?
I thought about this long and hard, man, and I knew that you were going to give me shit if I said 7. So I'm gonna go 7.6.
7.6.
7.6. It, like I said, it's not an 8 because I'm not gonna keep revisiting it, but it was well enough made that I would watch it again. And like I said,
I feel this is one of those movies that kind of lives in your head. Like you always think about every once in a while.
This is one of them slow burns, kind of like how it was when we did the Korean one, the
Parasite?
Old Boy.
Oh, Old Boy.
Like at first I wasn't really like, but then like the more I thought about it, I was just like, fuck, I like that part, and that was cool. And then you know what I'm saying? It's one of those ones that you think about it. So yeah, 7.6 with a possibility of going up in the future.
Yeah.
So if I watch it again and I still enjoy it as much, then it could be an 8. But for right now, it's a strong 7.6.
This is childhood favorite, still one of my favorites, highly recommended. I praise this movie to death. I love everything about it.
If you think you've seen all the sides of Bruce Willis's acting, you haven't. And this right here is like, he takes it to school, man.
Yeah, I'm glad we're doing his like odder films instead of his like generic, action films.
I really enjoyed the Fifth Element because, like I said, when he's on, man, he was like, there's a reason why I loved him for so long. You know what I mean? Like,
and it really reminds me, because I've talked shit about Bruce Willis on this podcast, but doing these movies has made me realize, like, back in the day, I loved Bruce Willis.
He was like one of the first superheroes for me. Like, as a kid, like Michael Jordan was a superhero to me. Fucking Batman, Robin Williams, and then like Bruce Willis. Like those were like, and Arnold.
Right.
Sly, like those were like real life superheroes to me. Like they could do anything, be anybody. Like, and that's how Bruce Willis was to me growing up, because he was Die Hard, he was Fifth Element, he was a space cowboy, he could do whatever fuck he wanted, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this is one of those movies that just shows that why he's a GOAT, why he's an all-timer.
Since you brought up Michael Jordan, I sent you the Instagram thing of Joe Rogan where he changed Michael Jordan's head to his head for promotional things, and I was kind of bothered by it, and I don't know why. I think
because he's white.
Not that he's white, but I feel like Michael Jordan is a GOAT, and I guess Joe Rogan is a GOAT as podcasting, but I just don't think they're on the same level.
I mean, in their respective fields, they are though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, who's putting up more numbers than Joe Rogan?
Nobody.
Who put up more numbers than Jordan?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I don't know. It kind of bothered me. Like, if somebody else did it.
I was going to say, that's what's bothering you. The fact that he put it on himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like he was like, oh, look what I saw on the internet the other day. Like, this is what people think of me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I did it.
Yeah, I put my head on Michael Jordan, so I think I'm as good as he is. And I know he does that with movies, though. Like, he just takes random movies, replaces his face, like, whatever. But the Michael Jordan one, like, rubbed me the wrong way.
I get it. I mean, it's different when you anoint yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's probably what it is. He just anointed himself as being as good as him, so.
That's why a lot of old heads don't believe LeBron is the greatest of all time, because he said it himself. When I won that championship in Cleveland, that's when I knew I was the greatest of all time. Bro, you don't say it, though.
Yeah.
You let us say it.
Right.
You know, it takes the sting out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's why you have to be humble.
Well, I mean, it's like, here's the one I always play around with people. If Heath Ledger doesn't die in 2008, don't get me wrong, the Joker performance is still fucking phenomenal. But does it still hold that weight that it does to this day? Because people think back on it and they're like, man, that motherfucker did such a good job. He fucking killed himself. Like, that's how good he did it. You know, like, he went into that headspace and couldn't get out of it. That's how hard he went, you know. If he doesn't die, though, does it still, you know what I'm saying?
I wonder about that too, because the 27, like, some of those kids died so young, age 27. It's like, if they didn't die, would they still be considered as great? Like Jimi Hendrix.
Kurt Cobain is a big one for me, because, like, yeah, Nirvana's albums, and they're held in such high regard. If that guy has another 20 years of music, do we still give a fuck?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think about that a lot, actually.
As much as I love Tupac and Biggie, unfortunately, like, best case scenario, they're like Snoops. They dropped a couple hits later on, and they're like an ambassador for hip hop, and, you know, they're just, you know, everybody loves Snoop Dogg. Everybody knows Snoop Dogg. Like, is Tupac and them at that level? Like, oh, everybody loves Tupac. Everybody's, you know, or these poor guys, like, are we seeing them on Celebrity fucking Fitness?
Well, I guess Eminem is a good, you know, he, like, if he would have died after Marshall Mathers, God, he would be on a pedestal. You couldn't knock him off. But that fact that he's still alive, putting out music, and don't get me wrong, I think he still has chops, but, you know, that's obviously not as good as Slim Shady and Marshall Mathers, but.
I think it just depends, because some people still say his new albums are better than his old ones. I think it just depends on what
generation you're from.
Well, that and what type of Marshall Mathers you're a fan of, because now he's getting so intricate with the lyrics, and, you know, the people that are a fan of lyricism and stuff.
People really like his newer ones than his first.
Some people do.
Really?
And like I said, I think it's all about your age. Like, you know, we came up in the first generation of Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, 6th grade, I was listening to Slim Shady, and I was blown away.
I bleached my fucking hair blonde because of this
I
dude.
did too.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even give a shit. Like, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
Coolest dude on fucking earth has this haircut.
Guess we'll never know.
But it's just the same thing. It's like that longevity, that staying power. Like, they're legends because of the fact that they went so hard and died so young. But, like, if they have the longevity with it, does it still mean as much?
Yeah, I guess we'll never know, because, you know.
Because, I mean, I look at other movies that Heath Ledger's in, and he's great in some of them. You know, I mean, there's not a one movie that you'll see, oh, Heath Ledger phoned that shit in.
This is true.
But
the Imaginarium Dr. Parnassus.
Yes.
Terry Gilliam did it as well.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another one that, like, I feel like it would have been a much better movie if he'd got to finish it. Because, you know, it was cool. It was very noble. Johnny Depp and Jude Law and, you know, and Colin Farrell doing all that for his kid. You know, like, that's cool that they stepped in and they found a way to, like, wrap it up. But the movie is much better before he dies, obviously.
Right.
You know,
agreed.
Because they throw that last scene in with him at the end to, like, kind of, like, make you feel like he was there the whole time, but it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, when we watched it, we just kind of looked at each other like, it's so sad, you know, because you know why it's the way it is, and, like, I don't know, man, like, I was still riding high off of his Joker, so, like, it was just super sad. I remember not enjoying watching the movie at all.
Yeah.
Christopher Plummer's in that one too.
Right. But, like, 10 Things I Hate About You, like,
fucking phenomenal.
I love that movie, and it's just a fucking.
It's one of the best rom-coms of all time.
Agreed.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Knight's Tale, even though it's horribly historically inaccurate,
I've never seen it.
I love it. It's so funny. It's such a good movie. But yeah, I mean, there's movies that he did that, I mean, even Brokeback Mountain, even though while it's not a movie that I'm a huge fan of because of subject matter, but
It's
he still acts his fucking ass off.
It's an amazing movie.
Yeah, him and Jake Gyllenhaal both. I mean, there's a reason they won Oscars for that shit. You know what I mean? Like they act their fucking asses off.
Did you watch it?
I have seen it. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you ever watched it before. I was just curious.
I wasn't going to, but my mom suckered me into that shit one night.
Oh, I see.
When it came out a while back, but I was like, "Is this the one about the gay cowboy?" She was like, "There's more to the movie than them being gay." I was like,
not really. That's kind of the movie.
It's kind of like what happens is like these guys are together so fucking long, and they're just like, "I want to fuck," because they got hot ass wives. You know what I'm saying? And they were just like these ugly fucking chuds that couldn't get nobody. Like,
right?
Yeah, man, ranching's hard when you're not butt fucking your partner. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
oh man.
I don't want to be insensitive to anybody or anything, but like, if you love that movie, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm proving the point of it is a good movie, but just not one for me. But
yeah, it's not for everybody. You don't have to like everything.
But Heath Ledger, like I said, I stick by that fact. Like, he's never phoned in a movie, but it makes for an interesting conversation because would his Joker still be held in such high regard?
Yeah, I would just be curious to see what he did afterwards, like the movie, the kind of roles he would be taking nowadays.
And does he do it again? Would he have done the Joker again? Because supposedly in Dark Knight Rises, when Bane breaks everybody out of prison, there was supposed to be a scene with him escaping. So, like leaves it open, like, if he'd ever done it.
Well, he had to rewrite the whole third movie because Heath Ledger passed away.
Right.
And he wanted to pay his respects, so he wrote him out of the movie.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, that would have been shitty.
Well, yeah.
It's only 2 years, but, yeah, it's just one of those things, like, we'll never know.
No, we'll never know.
Or like River Phoenix, like that kid, he killed every movie he was in until he died at 17 or 16, whatever it was, And that's even more insane, bro, that Joaquin Phoenix was the less talented brother in that family.
Right.
And then look at all the shit he's gone on to do since then,
There's a few of his movies I want to check out that I haven't seen.
River Phoenix?
No, Joaquin.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's done some, like, weird roles.
Did you hear that the Joker 2 might be a musical?
I've heard so many weird things.
And they were going to pick Lady Gaga to play Harley.
Fuck it.
I'm not saying I'll be like 100% opposed to it, but you know how I feel about musicals. Like, but Joaquin can fucking sing, though.
Right.
I love Walk the Line. He killed that shit.
Agree. I do love that.
He fucking sounds just like Johnny Cash. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that he can't do it. It's just, I don't know how I'll feel about it.
I don't think I want a Joker musical, though.
Right? It kind of takes some of the sting away from the character. Silly.
It makes it like, because the first Joker was so serious and so down to earth and so realistic, to make it a musical just takes it to another level that's silly.
I've heard mixed on it because when that Joker movie first came out, I feel like everybody loved the fuck out of it. But then now, like, the longer it's been, I feel like people are starting to be like, it's not that great.
It's just because they keep talking about how it's like Taxi Driver and King of Comedy like meshed together and put a Joker face on it. I don't care. I still love the fucking movie. I've watched it 3 times and I'll go back and watch it again.
The Descent to Madness story is like
my forte.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, what better character than the Joker represents that?
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Falling Down maybe be like the only other instance that's like just as good. But like, it's always a story that, like, you've read comics through the years, they've always hinted at it, but now we fucking saw it.
Yeah.
Like, we really saw it. And it wasn't the fucking dumped in a vat of chemicals. Like, this dude literally just broke the fuck down.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was genius.
I love it too. It's still top favorite movies.
I've always thought Joaquin was a GOAT, but that one to me put the cement in for sure. Show me these movies you got over here.
So I was watching a YouTube about these guys and their favorite directors, and they put them on tier lists. And one director that kept coming up that they praised, that they love, I've never seen it. It's a Japanese director called Takashi Miike. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but that's how as my white American person is gonna pronounce it. So I'm American, yes. So I went and bought a few of his movies, actually. So his most famous movie is Audition. Like, people praise this movie as one of the best movies ever made. Like, So I want to watch that. And then they had a trilogy, the Black Society trilogy. It's 3 different movies.
But they're all done by him?
Yes. I can't pronounce some of these names, so I'll just leave it at that. But, you know, I had a little extra money, so I figured I would dive into his movies and check them out, and maybe we'll do them on the podcast, maybe not. I'm not sure, but
I had a chance to buy 2 steel books today, and I didn't do it.
Why didn't you?
Because the movies that they were.
What were they?
Fast and the Furious 6, which I own on regular DVD, and I don't even know why I own that. I think it's just because, like, say I own them all. And then the other one was a movie that I already have on Blu-ray. I didn't feel like I needed a steelbook for it. Was Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I got it on Blu-ray. I was like, I don't need the steelbook of that. And they weren't $1. They were $2. And I was like,
Yeah, you're going to pass them up. Have you ever seen Hacksaw Ridge?
I tried. Because everybody always says it's such a great fucking movie. And I love Clint Eastwood as a director. Like, you know what I mean? Got guys I like in it. Vince Vaughn, Jones. I can't stand Andrew Garfield, though. I've never been a fan of his.
I can't say that I am either. But they did a steelbook release of it, and it goes so hard, and I want it, but I'm like, I don't know if I even like this movie. I just really like the way the steelbook looks.
It's got a good story, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's based on a true story and all that. Like, that's cool about it, but I've just never been a fan of his, man. I
Yeah.
didn't like his Spider-Man. I didn't like him in Dr. Parnassus. Like, I can't think of one movie that he's in. I'm just like, wow, this guy made this fucking movie.
That's true. Yeah, I have those actors too.
But some people, you know, they love Andrew Garfield. That's my favorite Spider-Man. Calm down, kid. I was in that fucking weird place when his came out because I was an adult, but I wasn't like as big into the Marvel shit as I am now. So like Tobey Maguire's my childhood. That's my Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I feel like Tom Holland's done a phenomenal fucking job as Spider-Man. So like he's right up there with me as far as like, you know, the nostalgia is the only thing that keeps Toby ahead.
Right.
But his
So good. Because I grew up watching the Spider-Man cartoon, so I was very I very much like had how I liked Spider-Man. And I feel like Tom Holland like
kills it. He does
brought it to life.
The teenage angst, all of it, man.
The sass,
the nervousness, the outdated, the cool, what he calls old is like our childhood. Like I loved all that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ever seen that really old movie Aliens? I'm like, Jesus. Like that's awesome, you know. And then Tony's like, how young is this kid? He's like, he's on the youngish side. What? Like I saw this one for the super old movie. And he does the Empire Strikes Back to fucking Ant-Man.
Right.
How old is this kid, Tony? But yeah, so I mean, and then like the first Amazing Spider-Man he did wasn't terrible. I thought there was a good villain, had some cool shit in it. Second one though, when they turned Electro blue,
You didn't like
I
that?
knew we were fucked.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it was in like Paul Giamatti playing the Rhino. I'm like, that actually sounds kind of cool. Until I heard that it was a mechanical Rhino.
And it's like 5 minutes
He's
of the last.
literally 5 minutes in the front and the fucking 2 minutes in the back of it.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then the Green Goblin was a kid with fucking fangs and like long nails that just didn't feel like cutting them or whatever. Hated that. But yeah, man, I was not a fan of those.
Yeah, I didn't watch them because I didn't hear good things and I just didn't care enough.
But I will say this, when they put him in No Way Home, they did a cool little way of meshing them all together.
Yes, agreed.
Because I would have felt bad if they left him out. Because, you know, you were into Spider-Man movies.
I mean, yeah, you were the character. And I think he did a good job in that movie.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he didn't have to do much, but what he did, and then they gave him this sweet little moment where he saves MJ.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, I couldn't save Gwen. You know, like that was cool. So, like I said, I got no complaints out of that one. But now they're talking about maybe bringing it back to put him in a Sony movie because they need a Spider-Man. And I'm like, don't know if that's good. They're making a Craven movie, bro, with Aaron Taylor Johnson, who looks absolutely nothing like fucking Craven the Hunter.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you keep me updated on this stuff because I don't keep myself updated.
But there's so many good superhero movies that are coming out or about to come out. Maybe they come out. Now I've heard The Flash, they may just make it a HBO Max release. This is the backlash from Ezra. And then they're like, oh, There was a dude as I was talking on the podcast, man. I forget what his name is, but he was talking about how everybody's still wanting them to bring back the Snyderverse. He's like, how can you bring back the Snyderverse if you can't use Ezra Miller or Amber Heard? It's called recasting, you fucking idiot. Like
they've done it in plenty of movies.
They've done it in literally every superhero movie ever, dog.
Yeah.
Eventually, somebody has to be replaced.
Yeah.
Because of age or fucking don't want to do it no more or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, bro, you can fucking go forward with different people. You don't have to just fucking say fuck the whole universe because these two people can't.
Yeah.
As much as I like Henry Cavill as Superman, if he can't do it anymore, or won't do it anymore, or they won't let him, I can be okay with another Superman.
John Hamm.
Anybody. Same thing with Batman. As much as I liked Ben Affleck.
You could change, like, that's the one thing we're noticing about Batman is there's so many iterations. Dude, you could change him out with anybody.
Dude, and not only that, but in comic books, they give you the fucking go-ahead to do whatever you want because there's different universes.
That's a problem.
There's a multiverse.
Right.
It could be Batman from fucking here or Batman from over there, or it doesn't matter. It's comic books. It's all fucking made up. You can do whatever you want. Like, that's what pisses me off now. Is I get it, you have the shared universe and all that, but there's ways around all of that shit.
Yeah, they're getting so hung up on these, like, actors, and I don't see why.
I don't know, man. I don't think you should let dumb shit like that stop you from telling a story you want.
Agreed.
And I know it's the fanboys are going to fucking, who cares, bro?
Let them be mad.
You can change everything in that fucking movie. I guarantee you the real comic book fans are going to go see it anyways.
Yeah.
Even if they know it's going to fucking suck. They have to witness it for themselves to believe it.
Right.
I saw Morbius. Had to. I knew it was going to be shit. Like, I just felt it. You know what I'm saying? But
I knew it was going to be bad, but it became like a meme at how bad it was.
It got re-released in theaters. That's how much they made fun of that fucking
Did I tell you about that one meme somebody made? And I fucking died laughing about Darth Maul holding the double lightsaber. Yeah. And it says... on one side of it, it has the Suicide Squad. On the other side of it, it has Morbius. And then it says, what's his name? The actor?
Oh, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto making the worst movie in each universe.
I would say Suicide Squad's the worst, though. If I'm
in the DC universe,
I think Birds of Prey was worse than Suicide Squad.
No, Birds of Prey was fun. Like,
Birds of Prey was fun. Like, but let's be honest. Like, if you take out Harley Quinn and you take out Ewan McGregor's Black Mask,
that's not a.
There's
that's
nothing
not
in that movie
argument.
that's worth the fuck.
That's not an argument. You can't just take things out of a movie and be like, yeah, it would be a lot shitter if you... Yeah, it would be shitty if you took the fun things out of it.
I'll just say it, man. I like Suicide Squad. I like the first one. I like the second one more, but I think the first one's good, too. Like, I think Will Smith played a fucking phenomenal Deadshot in that movie. I like the guy that played Killer Croc. There's parts of that movie that I love. I would love to see that haircut.
I can't say that Birds of Prey is worse than... Suicide Squad.
When I watch them, if I watch them, the whole thing, I still feel like I enjoy Suicide Squad more than I do Birds of Prey.
That's surprising.
Birds of Prey was one of those ones that, like, I saw it in theaters and then, like, I bought it and I've watched it once since I bought it. Like, I barely made it through the second time watching it.
I'm not saying it's a great movie, but there are a lot of things I like about it. I just have more fun with it than I do Suicide Squad. And I'm not saying I absolutely hate Suicide Squad because there are things I do like about it. But if I'm putting it up against all the DC movies, it's probably the worst one. I mean, that or Man of Steel.
I love Man of Steel.
Or
Batman vs. Superman.
That's probably the worst one to me.
It's definitely the longest fucking one.
That's the one I hated the most.
I like the extended cut of it, though. Like, I feel like if you're going to take 3 hours to tell the movie, just take another half hour if that's what you did, because that's the great part of Snyder Cut and all that to me.
Yeah.
I love the 4 hour shit.
Maybe.
But that's the thing with Zack Snyder. You got to give him 3 hours or it's not going to get done.
This is true. But
that is an interesting topic, though, because it is very close. I mean, they're both not great. I don't know. I think it just comes down to personal preference at that point.
Which is worse? Leave in the comments. Batman v Superman or Suicide Squad?
Or Birds of Prey.
No, Birds of Prey. Wow, yeah.
That's what we originally were arguing about. Suicide Squad versus Birds of Prey. But it is still funny because it's true, though. Like, it is arguably one of the worst, but nobody's arguing that it's the worst Marvel movie. Like, everybody agrees that that's the worst fucking Marvel movie ever made. Which is true, because I can't think of anything. I don't know, man. The second Fantastic Four is not great either, but that's Fox. So, but we're talking Sony too.
Yeah, if we're talking about Marvel, Disney.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. Even though I didn't think Eternals was the best movie, but I didn't enjoy it that much.
I heard it's pretty crap. But
it's, for one, it's characters that you're not real familiar with. So, like, unless you have something really fucking cool, like a really great story, you know, and I just didn't feel like the story was that, you know, and then like the whole thing, like, they've been here the whole time. So you fucking could have helped this whole fucking time, and you didn't.
Yeah, I can't speak on it because I haven't seen them. I'm just going off what other people said. So,
but I mean, yeah. But most of them, fucking,
yeah,
MCU ones.
Did you finish Ozark?
No, I need to.
Have you been working on it?
I was going to,
and then
I just haven't.
Well,
I had to watch 12 Monkeys last night, so it kind of threw my free TV time.
Throw a
off. Monkey
in your wrench.
Threw a wrench.
A monkey wrench in your gears.
You fucked that up.
I was going to talk about that Netflix thing, but I'll leave it till the next episode because we've been going kind of long. So
I was going to say this is.
Oh, you didn't tell me what your next pick was.
Yeah, I was getting to that, man.
Oh, okay.
It's a shout out to my boy J Raw. He's been asking me to do this movie for a while, so we're gonna do Fanboys.
Finally.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You've been talking about it for so long.
I know, man. It's the long-awaited episode. We're gonna do Fanboys.
All right. Well, until then.
Later, y'all.
Later.